Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man. I'm your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I can continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Every single day, y'all. You are now rocking with the best. Since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. We got to go today, y'all. We have a good one today, y'all. We are talking about some good old basketball. But before we start talking about some basketball, I just got to say, what up, Randy Erickson? What's up, my brother? You chimed in at 7:13 p.m. today. So I got to say, what's up, my brother? What's up with you? John Pittman, what's up? What's up? It's a little basketball game going on right now. It's a little basketball game that's going on right now. It's on, I think it's on ESPN2, one of them things. And, of course, it's the Indiana Fever, and they're taking on the Connecticut Sun. I'm going to talk about Gamecocks in a little bit, but I got to get this out of my system. I have to get this out of my system and get that one out the way, okay? So, we've been watching a lot of WNBA, right? We've been watching a lot of it. Been watching a lot of it going on, and I love basketball. I love basketball, whether it's elementary, whether it's AAU. I'm not too fond of AAU now, but high school, college, all levels of basketball I love. And you don't have to oversell a basketball game. Okay? You don't got to oversell a basketball game. And ESPN does a horrible job doing too much. So, first off, it started off on Sunday. And you're watching, the NBA. And it was the New York Knicks. And they played somebody. I don't know who they played. I have no idea who the New York Knicks played because they didn't talk about them. They didn't talk about the other team. They did Stephen A. Smith did a whole infomercial about the New York Knicks. Whole pregame. Not mentioning the Indiana Pacers, not giving them their respect. Okay? Indiana Pacers proceeded to blow out the New York Knicks. And Stephen A. Smith was nowhere to be found after the game. That means you're overselling. You're doing too much. I rewatched Caitlin Clark. And I got to say it like that, Caitlin Clark, because it's never the Indiana Fever. It ain't never the Indiana Fever. It's Caitlin Clark versus the New York Liberty. I rewatched that game intently because the first time I was doing some stuff with the fam and all this different stuff. Rewatched the game. And it had Ryan Russillo. And it had Rebecca Lobo. First off, I was upset about that. Let me take a shot on that right there. So I'm upset on that. Okay? So, you got them two doing the stuff, right? Best part about it was the pregame, the big three. Them ladies be working it. They be doing it. They are the best. Okay? And I'm talking about Elle Duncan. I'm talking Shania Gumake and oh my God, Andrea Carter. Then you start the love fest for Caitlin Clark. I'm like, oh my God, are we going to stop talking about Caitlin Clark every single time, every single game? Like, damn, New York Liberty went to the finals. Can they get some love? Breanna Stewart won the doggone MVP last year over our own Aja Wilson. Can we get some love from other players? And then they highlight. It's just killing me. It's killing me because they highlight so much stuff that she does right. But Lord, they just forgot about turnovers. Oh, Caitlin Clark had the best game she's had. She said, girl had 8 turnovers. Oh, she had 8 assists. She had 8 turnovers. You don't have to oversell. You don't have to do it. We tuned in, bro. We are tuned in. We watching the game. Everything don't have to be about Caitlin Clark every single time. So I ain't watching that game tonight. I decided to do a show 8 o'clock tonight. I ain't watching that game. I ain't starting that game. If they're playing on ESPN, I can care less because I'm tired of this damn love fest, Caitlin Clark. There ain't no other players in the WNBA than Caitlin Clark. It just ain't. I'm just tired of it. I just had to get that out of my system. I've been going through that. So now it's gone. It's gone. And now let's talk about some Gamecocks, right? Because this stuff just get me out there. It just get me out there. It just gets me out there. I ain't no fan of that. You know, we got a couple situations that I foresee in the upcoming future of the South Carolina Gamecocks. So Camila Cardozo left the Gamecocks. She graduated. She got drafted into the WNBA. We haven't seen her play yet for the Chicago Sky in the regular season. She got hurt early on. But she's gone. So technically, we have one starter to replace. Technically. That's what we're talking about, right? Technically, we have one starter to replace. Okay? But I'm going to give you my prediction, and some may agree with it, some may not, but I am thinking along the lines of no position is safe. That's the way I'm thinking. I'm going to the season, or I did my analysis with no position being safe, okay? So, 5 starters for the South Carolina basketball team. And I have to start with Jay Judith. Jay Judith, don't tell me that girl got hurt. What the hell is ESPN going to do now if Caitlin Clark is out for a substantial time? It's an ankle injury. Jay Judith, keep me up to date on her ankle injury. I want to know. Okay. But what are they going to do? Because they already playing almost all Indiana Fever games. But if Caitlin Clark ain't there, oh Lord, everybody ain't gonna watch WNBA now. Oh Lord. Oh, we gotta focus on Angel Reese now. Oh my God. Oh, maybe we can talk about somebody else. Maybe we can talk about some Cameron Bree. Maybe we can talk about the best player in the doggone world in Asia Wilson. Maybe we can talk about her. Maybe we have a discussion about her. Bruh. Anyway, thank you, Jay Judah. And what's up, my girl? If we start with starters, I am going to start with the point guard position. And that is going to be, obviously, Raven Johnson, okay? Raven Johnson is going to be the point guard for the South Carolina Gamecocks for this year and hopefully for next year. If she decides to go to the W, it better be high. Otherwise, Raven Johnson will return to the South Carolina Gamecocks for her redshirt senior season. Now, I'm going to do something different that a lot of folks don't do. This is how can I say? This is lesson time. This is story time with Captain Will. Okay. So it's difficult to analyze. It's difficult to put South Carolina players in a bubble. And we always talk about these. I talk about the player awards and the SEC awards, All-American awards. I do all that stuff, and it makes me upset when Carolina's not getting the notoriety and the respect that it deserves. Okay. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna do something different this year. I'm gonna talk about, because this cool thing analytics have where you do the per 40 minutes. So everybody's on the same sheet of music. You ain't got to weigh between, Tina Powell played 25 minutes and Hannah Hidalgo played 37 minutes and got more stats. We ain't doing that this year. We ain't doing that this year because you know the South Carolina's so deep And it's we always gonna get quote unquote hurt because our players don't play enough minutes. So everybody, I'm using the analytics per 48 for this 4 and evermore, and it gives me a better picture, and it puts everybody on the same sheet of music. The same sheet of music. Thank you, brother. Thank you. She's retaped the angle. She's back in. I'm doing on the same sheet of music. Okay. So with that being said, per 48, per 40 minutes, Raven Johnson would average 12.7 assists, 8 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 turnovers, 44% from the field, 35% from 3, 61% from the free throw line. Per 48. Cut and dry. Okay? Those are her box score numbers per 40 minutes, right? What sticks out about Raven Johnson is her defensive rating. Her defensive rating is 75.9. That's sensational. That's awesome. That's amazing. Her offensive rating is 115.7. Now, another thing we're going to talk about today, this is another lesson from Captain Will, is the box score plus or minus. Okay? The box score plus or minus. That means what you contributed to the team in terms of points, for or negative, when you're in a basketball game over 100 possessions. I know I'm talking a lot of stuff, but we're going to go over this summer. We're going to go over this summer. Bottom line is, Raven Johnson, of the players that are returning to the South Carolina basketball team, she's third in box plus or minus. In win shares is what you contributed to the team, offensively and defensively. That is what you contributed to the team. That is what helps a team win. I'm more enamored with the win shares. Because win shares shows that you are doing what you're supposed to do as a teammate. Offensively, defensively. And how are you leading your team to wins? Raven Johnson, number one in South Carolina basketball team. So she got to start. That's easy. Raven Johnson, an easy one. We ain't got to talk about Raven Johnson, but that's the easy one. Okay. Then we're going to talk about the next one. Who's the easy one too? The next one, Tina Pow. Tina Pow, her plus her per 40 minutes is just amazing. 16 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, 1 steal, just 2 turnovers. You talking about the turnovers for Raven Johnson and Tina Pow are so small. So small. They don't turn the ball over. They do not turn the ball over. Sensational assist to turnover ratio. Unbelievable. But what Tahina is apart from pretty much every other basketball player in the country, she shoots 46% from the field. We got that. She shoots 47% from the three-point line. What the hell? This is Tahina Pow. Really? Easy money. 85% for the free throw line. Easy. Her offensive rating is 123.9. 123.9. Defensive rating 85.1, which is an improvement for her days at Oregon. And I have, by good accord, she got 1 year in the system. She got to be better defensively next season. Come on now. And she wasn't bad defensively last year. 85.1 is pretty good, y'all. It's pretty good. And Tina Pow, third on the team in win shares. The girl wins. That's what she do. So I hear some folks about, oh, Tina Pow. Tina Pow is don't need to start. First I'll be like, what you smoking? Don't know what you're talking about. Tina Pow is easy. Raven Johnson's easy. Those 2 easy ones. The next one is easy one is Ashlyn Watkins. Easy. We got no conversation about Ashlyn Watkins. That's easy money. Like Kobe Bryant. God rest his soul. There was a whole conversation, Kobe Bryant and Kyrie Irving, when Kyrie Irving was a young and up-and-coming player, and he was on Team USA trying to make the squad, and Kobe Bryant, Kyrie was talking mess to Kobe. by going one-on-one. No, Kobe said, easy money. Easy money. That's Ashlyn Watkins. Easy money. Her plus 40 is out of control. You talk her per 40 is out of control. You talking about 18 points, 14 rebounds. You talking about 2 assists, 3 steals, 5 block shots, 3 turnovers. If she played 40 minutes, we know she ain't gonna play 40 minutes. But just see the context, because you got some of these girls playing 36, 37 minutes. She would be unbelievable if she played all the time. Unbelievable. 55% from the field. 55% from the field. She got to improve her free throw shooting. It's 56%. Now, freshman year, it was 46%. Now it's 56%. I'm like this right here. Her win shares were third. And I misspoke. Tina Popeyes win shares was second. Raven Johnson was number 1. Tina Popeyes was number 2. Ashlyn Watkins was number 3. Number 3. Number 3. So my prediction right now is pretty easy. Raven Johnson, Tina Popeye, Ashlyn Watkins. I mean, what? Come on now. You know who is fourth? Who's fourth in win shares? Who is fourth in win shares for the South Carolina women's basketball team? Who's fourth? You know who is first in box plus or minus? Talk about first. Number one in the basketball team. She didn't even start. She ain't start. MiLaysia Fulwiley was fourth in win shares and number 1 in box plus or minus. That is unfreaking believable. Let me tell you this right here. We talk a whole lot about these freshmen. Give them some love. Give them some love. We heard so much about Juju Watkins. We heard so much about, Hannah Hidalgo. We heard so much about Michaela Williams and Madison Booker. All these young ladies are really, really good. Juju Watkins played 35 plus minutes a game. Took 22 shots per basketball game. Okay? MiLaysia Fulwiley didn't. She didn't. MiLaysia Fulwiley averaged about 18, 19 minutes per game. If you do a per 40 for MiLaysia Fulwiley, you talking about 25 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks, 4 turnovers, 44% from the field, 34% from the 3, 78% from the free throw line. Those numbers sound very similar to one Juju Watkins. Sounds very similar to one Hannah Hidalgo. If you stack them side to side with per 40. I already did it. Very similar. With the exception is MiLaysia Fulwiley shoots a better percentage. What? Can't win what I talking about? What? Oh, yeah. MiLaysia Fulwiley is her. She is her. Whether it's today on May the 20th or it's November the 4th in Las Vegas. MiLaysia Fulwiley is her. MiLaysia Fulwiley has to get in the starting lineup. And I know some folks going to say, what you talking about? What you talking about? We got Bree. Yeah, we do got Bree. We do have Bree. And Bree is a good basketball player. MiLaysia Fulwiley is her. She is special. She is something else. That girl has already told Coach Staley she wants to challenge for a starting position. She has to start. And we know what sets, MiLaysia Fulwiley apart? Her confidence, for one thing, because she thinks she can beat anybody. One-on-one, I think she can. But her defense. This is the same young lady who played 3 minutes against North Carolina. 3 minutes. And I'm an analytic type dude. 3 minutes, her defense wasn't on point at all. Did she go sulk? Did she go moan and groan? Did she get into the transfer portal like some of these cats be doing? Did she do any of that stuff? No. She ain't do none of that stuff. Not at all. She ain't none of that stuff. Malacia Fulwiley decided to get better. She got better. So I'm big on defensive rating. Big on defensive rating. I don't mention MiLaysia Fulwiley as one of the better defenders on our team. And if you are one of the better defenders on our team, that means you're one of the better defenders in the country. Okay? Because she didn't play enough minutes per se. Now, last year's squad, three-time national champion. Number 1 defense in the country, right? Player with the lowest defensive rating, Ashlyn Watkins. Number 2, Kamilla Cardozo. Number 3, MiLaysia Fulwiley. Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? Number 4, Raven Johnson. Number 5, Chloe Kitts. Chloe Kitts had the 5th lowest defensive rating on this championship team. I hear so much mess about Chloe Kitts. I'm going to lose my damn mind. Chloe Kitts can ball. She can ball. But we're talking about MiLaysia Fulwiley right now. I'll talk about Chloe in a little bit. I'll talk about the Khloe Kardashian in a little bit. It's going to happen. But if you compare the per 40 with MiLaysia Fulwiley against Bree Hall. MiLaysia Fulwiley 25 points. Bree Hall 14 points. MiLaysia Fulwiley 6 rebounds. Bree Hall 5 rebounds. MiLaysia Fulwiley 5 assists. Bree 2 assists. MiLaysia Fulwiley 4 steals. Bree 1 steal. MiLaysia Fulwiley 2 blocks to 1 block. She has to improve her turnovers. And I'm a stickler for turnovers because I give Caitlin Clark hell about leading the WNBA in turnovers. Well, if we talking about the per 40, Fulwiley 4 turnovers. 4 turnovers to 5 assists. That has to improve, okay? But the thing is, per 40, Bree Hall 2 turnovers. 2 turnovers and 2 assists. Field goal percentage, the same, 44% to 44%. 3-point shooting, Bree Hall 39%. Fulwiley, 34%. Both of them are good at the free throw line. Offensive rating. Bree Hall's a little bit better, 115.2 to MiLaysia Fulwiley, 102.9. This was shocked me. This was shocked me. This is what put me in like, what the hell? What are we doing? What are we doing right here? Because sometimes I see something that the brain don't really resonate. Bree Hall's defensive rating was 85.8, which is good. MiLaysia Fulwiley was 73.8. Bree Hall is a good defender. She is. She's long. She can defend. I just believe that it is MiLaysia Fulwiley's time to start. Now, Bree Hall was 3rd in minutes on this basketball team last season. Bree Hall had a good year. She had a good year. She found herself. She balled out. She is a champion, two-time champion. And I ain't saying like put a decrease in her minutes because she is a senior. She's been there. She knows the system in and out. She is a captain. And here's the thing, y'all. Do not think that you can not lead by not starting. That's some crazy mess right there. She is a leader. She is a leader. And if MiLaysia Fulwiley does not start this upcoming season, she's going to get a ton of minutes. And I already said she's going to be the leading scorer. She will be the leading scorer for the South Carolina Gamecocks this season. I already know that. You know that too. You can argue with me about it, but you know she's going to be the starter. I mean, she's going to be she is going to be starter. I believe that wholeheartedly. There ain't no shade to Bree Hall at all because she is a baller. She is a baller. But MiLaysia Fulwiley is just different. She's just different. She's different. And she needs to start. So right now, I'm talking about right here. And then I'm going to go to some questions. Look at some of these questions and we'll talk about it. I'm talking about Raven. You talking about Powell. And we're talking about Fulwiley. Then we're talking about Ashlyn Watkins. Ain't number one position left. Just one. And the two candidates to start, you already know who they are. Chloe Kitts and Sania Feagin. Those are the two candidates to start. Okay? And I already talked a little bit about Chloe. Because she is so nice. She's nice. What can you say about Chloe? Because we hear so much stuff. Just stuff about Chloe. Oh, she needs to get stronger. Oh, she needs to do this. Oh, she needs to do that. You know what Chloe was for South Carolina? And what Chloe is for South Carolina? Kamilla Cardozo, gone. Our leading rebounders on this basketball team after Kamilla Cardozo was number 2, Ashlyn Watkins, number 3, Chloe Kitts. What? Her per 40. This Chloe, per 40, 19 points, 13 rebounds. Per 40. Okay? 3 assists, 1 block shot. She's not a shot blocker. She can hit those. She got an effective jumper. We seen that mid-range jumper. Sweet. She's an effective passer. She can hit her free throws. She set her defensive rating to 76.5, y'all. And we're comparing Sania Feagin, and we know Sania Feagin grew more and more throughout the year. She grew more and more throughout the year. Somebody put some respect on Chloe Kitts' name because Chloe showed up last January, should have still been in high school, not ready to play. And I look at it like this right here. January 2023 to January 2024 was Chloe Kitts' freshman year. That was her freshman year. When this season starts, we're in the middle of her sophomore year. Am I saying that right? Yeah. I think I'm saying that right. Regardless of the fact I'm saying that right or not. Compared to Sania Feagin, they're very similar in the terms of numbers. Very similar. Her per 40 is 18 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 block shots. A little better shot blocker. Chloe's a better rebounder, which sounds crazy, right? Sounds crazy. Because we always talking about how she needs to gain weight. Need to get in the weight room. Yeah, get strong, get jacked. Yeah. Chloe's a dog. It just looks different. It just looks different. We know there's going to be some crazy battles going into the fall. Crazy battles in the summer. But my starting 5 is Raven Johnson, Tahina Powell, MiLaysia Fulwiley, Ashlyn Watkins, and Chloe Kitts. You're going to have Bree Hall getting a ton of minutes. Feagin getting a ton of minutes. Tessa Johnson. Tessa Johnson is knocking at the door. I'm telling y'all, Tessa Johnson knocking at the door. She's knocking at the door. Those going to be our top. I can't even say they're going to be our top 8 players because I can say it. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't seen Joyce in a Gamecock uniform. When Joyce arrives on campus, things may be moved around. I'm just saying. Things may change. It may. But that's where I stand right now, May 20th, on how I feel. Let's go through some of these comments. My producer, meaning my wife, is unavailable. So got to go through the comments myself. Yo, Virgil, what's good? What's good? Antonio, what's up, man? Harold Bolden, whoa, Cap. Shakim, hope Bree becomes a backup. Gotcha. Will, homeboy, Boston suffering CC shadow. And last time I checked, she was the reigning rookie of the year and soon to be Olympian and all-star, yet because they let CC take 25 shots a game. It's hurting AB's game. I don't know what Indiana Fever are doing. I don't know what they're doing. But you've relegated Aaliyah Boston to basically running wind sprints up and down the court and not getting the ball. This is what she's doing now. That is all Aaliyah Boston's doing. She's just running up and down the court, and she's frustrated as hell. And the thing what pissed me off, another thing that pissed me off as well, Aaliyah Boston actually canceled her Twitter. She canceled the Twitter because she's getting so much daggone hate on Twitter. Now, you can speculate who's sending her these crazy messages. And at the end of the day, this is somebody's baby. I always say that. My wife and I always say that. This is somebody's child. It's somebody's child. So I might talk about a player in basketball terms, but I ain't never gonna talk about somebody's child, especially a female. Ain't never, ever would I ever say anything derogatory to a female. That's a punk move. That's a punk move. So you don't just say crazies, and I want to cuss so bad, oh my Lord. You don't say crazy stuff to these young ladies to the point where they have to cancel their account because of basketball. This is what we talk about, basketball. These are young girls still learning how to live. I don't know what at that point, because I got 3 girls, and as a dad, you just want to choke anybody who talks negative about their girls, and that's how I feel because Leah Boston is our own. She's our own. But you don't have the number 1 pick from last year, the rookie of the year, and just like you said, you don't have the person who probably gonna make the Olympic team just running wind sprints. Like, here, go ahead, Caitlin. Do what the hell you want to do. You got it. Go ahead. What? Nah, that ain't right. That ain't fair. It just don't. Really good comments. Let's see. Some of y'all are funny. I'm not reading that. If Raven gets a sound jump shot, she will make the league. I mean, just look at it like this right here. With Raven Johnson, she just finished her red shirt sophomore year, right? So, and she's improved from year to year. I ain't counting the first year was, she got hurt. Tore ACL. That wasn't Raven Johnson. But what you saw at the end of the season against Iowa was a fantastic basketball player. That's what you saw. Now, this year, you talk about 2 more years. This ain't the NBA where you got these kids going after their freshman year and you don't know what the hell they're going to do. You don't know if they're going to go, I'm going to get this prospect. He a freshman. I don't know. I hope he gets good. I hope he pans out. I'm a Charlotte Hornets fan. I've been living that best for years. Hope this freshman pans out. Hope he gets real good. And you know what happens? Get that first contract. Then and that first contract is basically your time in college. You're doing it in the NBA. And you go to the next team and you start balling out. Malik Monk, Sacramento, PJ Washington. Where were those moves at in Charlotte? Get to Dallas and all-star. Like, what the hell? But that ain't how it works in women's college basketball. That ain't how it works. She has 2 more years to get better and better and better. Defense is easy for her. It's easy for her. That girl, you talking about the senior season? Raven Johnson has the potential of being the defensive player of the year in the whole universe as a perimeter player. That's good. That's how good I feel about her defense. Offensively, she's coming around. She's coming around. Field goal percentage went up. 3-point percentage went up. Assists went up. All those things went up. She'll be fine. We're good. And right now she's 14 for this upcoming WNBA big board, 14th. So I'm just saying. I for the life of me okay, we talking about Henny. And it's from Will. Yeah, did she piss somebody off because she can't stick and is a solid player compared to many who stick like she is better than many first and second year guards? I don't know what's up. You know, I ain't in the rooms. We ain't in the rooms. We don't know what's the deal. I thought she had a good shot with Atlanta. Didn't work out. I don't know. We had 10 out of 14 Gamecocks make a squad. And I thought she was gonna be 11. Really did. But she didn't. I mean, dang, man. Derek likes Bree, Powell, Johnson, Watkins. After that, you pick them. Chloe or Feagin. Yeah. Brought up the point about LSU hiring Simone Augustus, phenomenal player. Now she's assistant coach. And I mean, hey, you got to do what you got to do. Sometimes. I mean, hey, I'm just keeping it real. LSU trying to follow a lot of stuff Dawn Staley. She'll never say that. LSU fans will never say that. Of course they won't. But, and not saying that Dawn Staley is doing every single thing right, but damn near close. She is. Khadijah Sessions came over, former player. LSU. Simone Augustus, former player. She's gonna bring insight to that game. Maybe she will help with recruiting. I don't know, because somebody got to help with recruiting. Because 2024 recruiting was a bust for LSU. A bust. And whoever got LSU number 7th in the ESPN polls need their media access took. Because that ain't right. Like, what? Maybe you're seeing something I don't see. What? Number 7? So you're essentially saying that this past year's team with Angel Reese balling her butt off is worse than what y'all got coming up now? Who? What the hell? Because you got a couple of point guards? LSU fans make me laugh, boy. Y'all make me laugh. You got some stuff saying that Bree doesn't deserve to start. This was Shakim. Well, she didn't let Lay average more points than her. Fulwiley averaged more points than almost the whole team, with the exception of Camila Cardoza. Okay, so it ain't no battle between MiLaysia Fulwiley and Bree Hall per se. Now, here's the scenario. And I had this written down too. What if you go 4? You do 4 guards. You have two point guards and Pow and Raven Johnson. You have 2 wings and you have 1 big. What if you try that? I'm not opposed to that. Our team is ultra athletic. We're the most athletic team in the country. By far. And we're the deepest team in the country. I don't give a damn what Southern Cal is doing. We're still the deepest team in the country. If you have 4, think of the lineup. Oh my God. That's a whole nother scenario. Whole nother scenario. Like, woo! It's awesome. Some good comments about Chloe. You know, everybody gonna have their opinion. It's cool. That's cool. You have some who's for it, some who's against it. What I see in Chloe kids is similar to what I see in Raven Johnson. Very similar trajectory. Raven got injured her first year, played a couple of games and rehab. Chloe showed up during high school and basically redshirted. And this past season was her first year actually playing basketball and balled out. I mean, 9 points, 6 rebounds. Is 9 points and 6 rebounds. Yo, for this basketball team, that is good. And she's only getting better. I've seen the YouTube stuff. I've seen the TikToks and the Instagrams and the Twitters and all this different stuff of Chloe putting in that work. Here's a thing that we haven't seen a whole lot of with Chloe kids. Chloe can handle the ball. She can handle the ball. There's so many different mixing and matching and here and there that Coach Staley can do. How about put Chloe at the 3? Whoa. How about Tahina and Raven and Chloe at the 3 and have Feagin and Watkins down low? Whoa. Here's a scenario. What if you had Joyce Edwards at the 3? If you had Joyce Edwards at the 3, who can handle the ball, who's 6'3", who can defend, who can shoot, who can play her butt off, and then have a Chloe and an Ashlyn Watkins in there. It's just so many different scenarios. I gave you one scenario on May 20th. A week from now, I might change my mind. But as of today, that's what I think. Okay? But I'm Captain Will. I'm going to change my mind. Y'all already know. You've been rocking me for a long time. You already know. You already know. Virgil, I don't see Dawn sitting breezy down. I don't think it's a matter of Dawn, I don't think it's a matter of Dawn sitting, what's the word? Sitting her down. I don't. I think it's more of a matter of, this is a competition, right? Whoever wins the competition. And MiLaysia Fulwiley is the best player. I'm talking about with anybody. If she's a better player and she has to be in the lineup, there's going to be different changes. It is up to the coaching staff to figure out those changes. Now, ain't no way in the world that we're going to sit here and say that MiLaysia Fulwiley isn't the 5th best player on this basketball team. Ain't nobody on who can say that. Ain't nobody can say that. Nobody can say that MiLaysia Fulwiley is not the 5th, or there it is right here. There ain't nobody out here who can say that MiLaysia Fulwiley is not at least the 3rd best basketball player on this team. Ain't no way you can say that. There's no way. You can't say that. You can say she's a rising sophomore. She don't have the experience. You can say those things, but there's nobody with eyes can say that MiLaysia Fulwiley is not the 3rd best player on this team. Will she start? I don't know. Does she deserve to start? I think so. I really do. I think it's time is now for MiLaysia Fulwiley to start for the South Carolina Gamecocks. I think it's going to be how wrestlers say it's going to be a barn burner, a slobber knocker. It's going to be all those different things that goes down to summer camp. I wish I was there. Somebody please give me a media blast. Please. I won't tell. I tell you, I swear I won't. I won't tell. I won't tell. But we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow, 8 o'clock. We'll be back tomorrow talking some more mess. I guarantee it. This includes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share. Make sure you subscribe. Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will, so I continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Every single day, y'all. Every single day. On a Monday, and on a Tuesday tomorrow. Because you're not rocking with the best. Since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will